feel that they are capable of much more. And I think that one of the greatest causes of this dissatisfaction and happiness for a lot of people is the fact that they know that they're capable of so much more, but they are not willing to cultivate those things that need to be cultivated in their lives so that they can live up to their true capability. And so you can keep commiserating misery, or you can commit to changing your life. And so many people will not make the commitment to change their lives. I watch people all the time. They invest in all of these different programs, or really what I call a lot of gimmicks, because a lot of people are not really coaches. They're not really experts. They don't really know what they're talking about, but people spend money and invest in it anyway. They're not really committed to it. They don't get results. And then they say, personal growth and development is a hoax. None of this stuff works. My life is not changing anyway. And they don't realize that you have to commit to transformation. You have to commit to growth in your life. This doesn't just happen because you get some information or because you join a group or you join a subscription program. Like, you have to be committed to your growth on a daily and a consistent basis. And I think for a lot of people, the reason that they're so disappointed year after year is because they think that because January 1st comes in, that magic is going to happen, that automatically they're going to just be endowed with this supernatural force that's just going to give them the ability to get things done. They don't come to the realization that you're the same person with the same habits, hobbies, same mindset, same disciplines or lack of discipline. And if you keep doing what you've always done, you keep getting what you've always gotten. And so you have to make the decision to commit to making the changes that you need to make in your life. Complacency wants to cripple your potential. And so you have to make a quality decision that you are not going to be complacent. There are so many people in the world today that are ruled and governed by complacency. And everything is about their feelings and what they feel like doing. And let me tell you from personal experience, you're not going to be successful if you live your life ruled by your emotions. Many people live ruled by their emotions, and they're failing because they have not mastered discipline. And so you rely on emotion, but I'm in a point in my life where I'm mastering the discipline. And so you'll be in the same place. I watch people, we're in October, this is month 10, and they haven't progressed very much from what I saw in January, because everything is about what they feel like doing. Everything is about convenience. Everything is about it being comfortable for them. And as you've heard me say many times, discomfort is the catalyst to your growth and development. And so if you're not willing to get uncomfortable, you're not going to get unstuck in your life. Write that down. If you are not willing to get uncomfortable in your life, and so many people do not want to get uncomfortable. We don't like to be inconvenienced, but we want to improve our lives, and it doesn't work that way. Everything is not going to align perfectly. Everything is not going to flow according to your little ABCD and your cookie cutter box. You are going to have to be inconvenienced, and you're going to have to realize that everything is not going to come to you comfortable and easy. Courage will empower you to break cycles and break your way into change. And so what you need is courage. You need the courage to move beyond the familiar and to move into the unknown so that you can conquer new frontiers and pioneer new grounds in your life. And as we discussed before, your life is an operating system. An operating system that is not maintenance becomes infected with viruses. And we talked in previous episodes about how the operating systems of so many people's lives are just malfunctioning because they haven't been maintained properly. And so you have to take the time to ensure that the operating system of your life is functioning properly so that you can make the most of your life and the most of your moments. I think that's so important. As I talked about before, we do more maintenance on our cars than we do on our lives. Isn't that sad? You take your car in to whatever the dealer, whatever the business that you deal with, and they do these services every so often with your vehicle. But there are people that do no maintenance on their lives. They expect their lives to work without maintaining their lives, and it just doesn't work that way. And so, we have a lot of people talking about self-care, and they don't really know what self-care is, because self-care is not just you going to the spa and getting a massage and a facial and taking a trip to Bermuda. Self-care has to deal with the inner workings of your life. So many people are so misaligned with who they really are. They are not in tune with their true self, with their authentic self, with the core of who they are as an individual. They can tell you what's happening in pop culture. They can tell you what's happening on the news. They can tell you about all of the artists out there, but they can't tell you about themselves because they have not taken the time for self-exploration. And self-exploration is the catalyst to self-empowerment. Write that down. Self-exploration is the catalyst to self-empowerment. And so my work has delved deeply beyond, yes, I work with entrepreneurs, I work with leaders in industry and government, but beyond that, it's dealing with the core of a person, because everything that is happening externally is the product of what's happening internally. And so we're talking about self-care, but how can we really have self-care when we have not even taken the time to get familiar with ourselves and to know ourselves? And so when you don't know yourself, you can't trust yourself. And when you can't trust yourself, you can't really make empowered decisions that help you to live the life that you intended to live. I can't stay there. And so if you want your life to function properly and to live in flow, then you have to get your life in sync. Every person's life has a rhythm. I want you to get that. Every person's life has a rhythm, and your rhythm will determine your results and the realm that you live from. I hope you get that. The rhythm of your life will determine your results and the realm that you live from. So many people, their lives are just one big chaos. It is pandemonium. There is no structure to their lives. There's no balance to their lives. There's no prioritization to their lives. They are just creatures of habit and products of circumstance. And so every day they're running late. They're coming out of the house with one shoe on, the other shoe in the other hand. They get to the office. The office is unorganized. Their desk is unorganized. Files are unorganized. They're running into meetings. They're scrambling. Everything about their life is just totally out of order and alignment. And so you got to take the time to get in the proper rhythm to your life, because I'm telling you, if you don't establish a proper rhythm to your life, nothing is going to work. You're going to spend your entire life winging it and accomplishing nothing. I watch people year after year that say, this is going to be my year. This is going to be my year of breakthrough and results, and I'm going to do A, B, C, D. And I talk to them, and then they say, 2023 is going to be my year, and then we get to 2024. 2024 is going to be my year. You have to, at some point, begin to realize and to understand that something is not working. I mean, every year you're making all these affirmations and promises, and nothing is moving or changing about your life. So we need to find out what is not working. And when I talk about living in sync, I'm talking about getting your life to work, getting your life to operate and to function at optimal levels so that you can get the results that you want to see. What I want you to realize is that the wrong rhythm is the proof that your life is out of balance. The wrong rhythm is the proof that your life is out of balance. And this is so important because you have to live a balanced life. No, I'm not saying that your life is not going to be chaotic. No, I'm not saying that your schedule is not going to be packed and filled with different things that you have to do. But what I am saying is that you have to find a sense of balance in your life. Why? Because out of balance means that you are out of alignment. And when we are out of alignment, we cannot advance, we cannot ascend, we cannot